Okay. Wowzers. You know when she said this for contour? That's for contour. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good and I hope you guys are well. I hope this video finds you in a good space. I know a lot's been going on, but I wanted to bring another video, not as soon as the last one posted, but you're gonna get to it. You obviously know why you're here, you've seen the title, but I did want to produce content that focuses more so on the stuff that I've been really enjoying and the stuff that I've been really passionate about. So if you haven't seen my last video, I did a kind of talk through discussion video on the Netflix series Blood and Water. Honestly guys, check it out. The program first and then my video, or my video then the program, depending on if you want spoilers or not. But then my other video was just talking about how I feel with regards to Black Lives Matter and the movement that has picked up so much pace and it's pushing people to be so much better. So if you guys want to go check those out, I'll link them in the description bar below. But today's video is focusing on Black creators and specifically Black UK creators, because Makeup by Tammi here on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter has released a whole new collection with Makeup Revolution. I'm very excited. So she released this collection literally yesterday and I bought it like 2 AM in the morning. I was awake waiting, but I fell asleep and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, it's here. And I got express delivery and it came today, as in the mailman literally left my house about an hour and a half ago, and I had a shower, done my hair, and I'm ready to film. I'm getting this up today. Listen guys, work rate. Murad Morali taught me well, work rate. This is the collection, well, the collection's in this, but I just wanted to do a video on the stuff that I got, so I'm gonna unbox it with you. We're gonna do first impressions together as well. Ooh, welcome to Revolution to tender. Okay, so Revolution's doing this thing where they give you a pamphlet. It looks like as if I got an NPR. Oh, get a free palette with your next order. Won't be sharing that with you guys, that's for me. Ah! Okay, oh, I already showed it. So this is the Makeup by Tammi Revolution palette. This is the tropical Twilight palette, and oh god, it looks beautiful. And I actually really like how they've put this on the front, because sometimes like you won't even get a feel for what a palette is. You have to actually open it up, but I think that's a nice little, not like a twist, but it's something different. And I really like the outside, like with this like lettering here. I'm gonna open it up. This is the palette. This is how it looks. This is so pretty, guys. This is big. Look how big this is my head, and that's the palette. The shades are huge. I think the shades are like maybe 2 centimeters in height, and then maybe 2 centimeters in width as well. But these are so pretty, especially this one, this fiery one. That is so pretty. And they low-key look like, the shimmers low-key look like, hold on, wait. Okay, so we've got shimmers and I think it's 3 pressed glitters in here. I think these are some pressed glitters. We'll try those out and see how that goes. We also have the face palette. Oh, this is so exciting. I hope this is dark enough. Like, I really, really do. Like, Tammi, please be dark enough. Okay. Wowzers. You know when she said this for contour? That's for contour. Look at this. I think the camera's washing it out. I'm just gonna focus in on that. But look how deep these are, guys. Look at that. That is stunning. Especially this bronzer here. This low-key reminds me of what the CoverGirl bronzer used to look like how deep and rich it used to be. But I'm very excited. Tammi has brought out a lip set as well, but I was watching one of her previous videos and I already purchased them like outside of the bundle, so I already have them. I haven't used them yet, and I have Glowy already, but I don't like Glowy as a lip liner for me. I feel like it's not dark enough, so I guess it's just like I've got everything apart from the lip liner basically. Well, I have the lip liner, so I have the whole collection. But just I didn't buy this as part of the collection though. These are set to be tried out. I also have her other 2 palettes that she came out with Revolution as well. Listen, we support in this household. Original, and I have her Carnival palette. So as you can see, I'm an avid lover of Tammi X Revolution products, and if you haven't got these yet, I would definitely say start off like getting this one. And it has a whole row of like everyday, and then it also has colors, but the colors aren't as like intense. And then if you're looking for like a rainbow palette, this is a really, really good rainbow palette as well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my base off screen, and I'll come back and I'll give you guys my beginnings of the review for the rest of the palettes and stuff. Okay guys, so we're gonna go in with the face palette first because this is how the order I do my makeup in. And we're gonna take the Contour Chic Slade is shade. I'm gonna take this brush from Aldi. I'm gonna do a review on these brushes. These brushes are actually really good. But I'm gonna take this powder contour shade in Contour Chic and see if there's payoff. God, Tammi, don't film me now. Whoa! Sis! Nah. You know, she said in the video, a little goes a long way. This is the darkest palette, by the way, of the two that she produced, that she came up with. What? I normally use the LA Girl contour duo, but we no longer use LA Girl in this household. So this is literally just like such a good replacement. Do you know how dark, that's so dark? Like I actually feel like I'm gonna have to like make sure I bronze up that darkness, but I'm gonna just go on this side here and we're gonna start by patting in just a little bit at a time. And as you guys can see, that pigmentation is fantastic. Like, this is a proper face contour, like proper. And if you're darker than me, you could definitely use this 100%. If you're lighter than me, this would be way too dark for you. I'm going to take that up to the forehead, because I always find if it doesn't show up in the forehead, then it's not worth it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like my face needs to work cohesively because my cheek area is sunken in a little bit. So if your forehead doesn't contour as well, then I don't think it's that good at contour palette, and this does really well. I'm literally just going in with a little bit at a time because I don't want to overdo it. And I'm going to take some powder, I'm going to take it down my chin. Yeah, this is a contour. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really love this. So the face is shaped quite well. That's even quite a lot. So I'm going to have to pull it back with the bronzer. And for today's bronzer, I'm going to take this E4 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to use Bronzed Belle. And on the swatches it looked quite red on her swatches she put on Instagram and in the video, but in person it's similar to the Mocha Mummy. I'm going to get that and I'll do a quick comparison, but ooh, 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 Tammi, what? Okay, this is very, very deep. Lord. Okay, I think I've gone overboard. Oh my gosh, this is really, really nice. I feel like it runs a little bit more reddy than I was expecting, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not completely awful. I feel like you just have to have a very light hand, and I think I'm just going to reduce the intensity using my Sephora Micro Smooth. This is just going to help to kind of like even it out a little bit more so it's not as intense. So it's very similar to Mocha Mummy, apart from it's much more red. So if you like Mocha Mummy but you want it to be more red, this is perfect. But if you feel like Mocha Mummy is I said Mocha Mummy, that's so disgusting. Like, you know when you say something that like in an American accent it sounds cool, but then you say it in a British accent it's just like, what the hell is that? But if you don't like Mocha Mummy, then it might be just a bit too red for you, but I feel like it's very, very workable. I think with a hint of a bit more brown, it would have been stunning, like absolutely stunning. And in comparison to the new Revolution bronzers that I reviewed, when I said I wanted the two shades to be combined, this is what I meant, but just not as red. So like, it's just finding that sweet spot, but it's genuinely a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I think it's very, very lovely. I'll go back into this knowing what I know now, and I am going to dip into that, and I'm going to take that around the perimeter of my forehead and just lightly dust that across. So can you see that warmth that it's starting to bring back? Dip into the contour and the bronzer, and I'm going to take that and just dip it across my nose, because I haven't been contouring my nose as of late. And also just bring that into the eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows in a minute, but I just wanted to do that quickly. So that's the face palette. I'm going to take the blusher, which is Blushed Baby Girl, and I'm taking that on this Morphe E48 brush. I normally use the E48 for my cream blushes, but I just find that in general it's a really nice a really nice brush. So yeah, so I'm putting on the blush now, and I feel like it's kind of marrying into my bronzer, so I'm gonna try and deepen that with the contour. But this blush is very similar to the Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush blush quad. It's really quad, or is it like a sextuplet? I don't know, that blush thing from Juvia's Place. But yeah, I'm gonna deepen that in just a little bit more. I'm really loving this. This is really nice. But we're gonna do the highlighter once I've done the rest of my face. But I'm gonna quickly go on to do my eyebrows, and then I'm going to get to the eyes. Okay, so now we're moving on to the eyeshadow part, which is very exciting. So I have no idea what look I want to do, but I think I'm going to do a bright look, because obviously this is a Makeup by Tammi palette, and Tammi is prolific for her bright, beautiful coloured eyes. So I feel like, is prolific a good word? Well, she's well known. I know Tammi for her good bright colours. I'm going to take a towel like this, because I have a white shirt on and I want to preserve that for as long as I can, like a child. When I think of Tammi, I think of purple. So I am going to do a purple look using the colours in this palette. So to start off, so I'm going to start off with Twilight. And I'm going to pack Twilight into a crease. So with these shadows so far, I'm thinking like on a wet base, the color payoff becomes very intense. So I feel like if I had a dry base, it would still look the same as it does in the pan. I brought you guys in closer, so as you can see from the color payoff, it's very deep, but that's because I'm using a wet base. So I'm not too sure if it's just that though, or if it's just literally just how the eyeshadow works. I'm just gonna blend this out and diffuse that into my eye socket. It's really nice color payoff so far. I'm gonna build that color up a bit more, and I'm gonna take coconuts. I'm gonna mix those two together, and I'm just gonna deepen that crease just a tad, bringing that slightly down to the lower corner of my eye socket. I'm going to take Twilight again and then just bringing that to the edge of my eye. I'm going to do a bit more of a diffused look today. Okay, so the outer corner is looking slightly darker, so I'm just going to take Dawn and I'm going to use that just to slightly diffuse. Okay. Then I'm going to dip in that in there. True Love is a really nice colour. I feel like the shadows themselves, they catch quite nicely. Like they aren't becoming like very hard to blend, or like they're not becoming patchy as I put them on my eye. And I'm not the best makeup artist, I'm literally a novice. I just do this because I love it. But I find that if you are a beginner, this would actually be a really nice palette for you, especially if you're not too keen on really bold, bright colours. Like even if you just did a wash of purple or a wash of yellow, this is a really nice palette. And I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to take the Colourpop concealer to cut my crease. And we're going to pack Dawn all on the area that we've cut an empty space into. So we're just going to keep packing that on. I'm going to take the original Tammi Revolution collection, take this shade here, and I'm going to mix that in with this slightly rosy pink shade here, this one here. I'm going to mix these two together and I'm going to put that on that space on my lid. Okay. Okay. And that's the eyeshadow look we've got so far. Which looks alright, I think. I haven't done eyeshadow in such a long time, so I don't know if this is actually going to look nice, but I like it. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera, then we're going to come back and do the lips and the final look. Okay, alright, so my lashes are still drying. Okay, so we're going to finish up the face, and I'm going to take the highlighter from the palette, take the golden hour shade, which is very gold, hence the golden hour, obviously. I'm just gonna, ooh, again, like the others, a little goes a very long way. So with this palette is very pigmented. This face palette is extremely pigmented, so when they say a little goes a long way, you really don't need that much. We're gonna take the two lip glosses. I'm gonna use Muse because it's a slightly brownier nude, and this is the kind of nude that I like. And it's really pretty. I'm gonna top it off with a clear gloss just to give it a bit more like, This is very nice. If you don't like a sticky formula for your lips, like, I think this is a really nice formula. I think you'd really like this. But I like a very glossy lip, so I'm gonna take this clear gloss by Black Radiance, and I'm just gonna top it up. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Are we loving? Are we loving? I feel real cute. Like, you can't chat to me. Like, you don't know me, so you actually can't chat to me. Like, no. I really like the way that this eyeshadow came out, and I like the shimmers on the palette. Like, I didn't use them properly in this tutorial because they're a bit more glittery. Like, the ones that I wanted to use were more glittery. I didn't want to do a glitter look, but I like the purples. I feel like this eye came out better than this eye. I think when I was taking more time and being more cautious, like, this eye just came out much nicer. But I do need to work on my color work and my blending, because I literally haven't been doing colorful eyeshadow in such a long time. But firstly, would I recommend this palette? 110% yes. Like, honestly, like, I feel like the first row is very everyday friendly. It is 100%. You could use, I think maybe you could use half this palette every single day and it won't be like too extravagant, it won't be too lavish, whereas the other half is slightly more subdued but it's still colourful. In comparison to Tammi's Carnival palette I showed you guys earlier on in the video, the colours in this are a bit more muted, so they're not as vibrant but they still have really good colour payoff, if that makes sense. So you don't have that neon yellow, you have more of a mustard. You don't have that intense purple, you have more of a you know, like a warm, a soft violet, which is really nice because it's not every single day that you need to have extremely vibrant colors. So I feel like if you got this Tammi palette and you have the Carnival one, you're set. Like, if you are, especially if you're new to doing makeup and you're just starting off, you're 110% set, like, you're good. So the face palette as well, I really love the face palette's payoff. Again, the contour is so deep, like, this just does not do it justice. Like, it's much darker than it looks like here. And then the bronzer is slightly more red than I'd have wanted it to be, but I feel like you can work with it. I'm just looking in the viewfinder here and I'm liking the color payoff, but I would have loved if it was slightly more brown. But honestly, if you're darker than me, this will be perfect for you. I feel like for me, because of my shades, I have like that in-betweeny, like, it's dark but it's just not dark enough to be dark, if that, I don't know if I'm like expressing that properly, but that's how I feel like it comes off for me. But the blush, again, blush is beautiful, because I know Tammi said that she wanted to create face palettes for deeper sides of skin tones, because if you look at Revolution, they have loads of face palettes but very few actually work on like my skin tone and darker. But this is perfect. I genuinely feel like this is such a beautiful collection. Tammi did such an amazing job, and I'm so happy that Revolution has partnered with her again, which is fantastic. And I feel like representing different influencers from different communities, especially within the Black community, is so important. It's so amazing to see that Tammi has a whole collection now, not just a palette. These face palettes are honestly perfection, and the lip glosses that are included in her kit are stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to check out my last uploads, the Blood and Water upload and my Black Lives Matter upload if you guys want to have a look at that. And if you guys want to follow me on my social media will be on the screen, probably be on the screen throughout the video, just to like remind you guys, like, don't forget to follow me, because I post like some content on there as well. So if you guys want to see how I did my base, you'll be able to see that on Instagram, because I like to upload part and parcel different parts of my video. So sometimes it'll be a base, sometimes it'll be an eye, depending on what the focus of the main video is. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye guys.